the evening here. I'm on sandwich guarding duty because Mopsy will have them in a second. Chris has just made them for me. We've not eaten right today, so we're having something now so we don't go to bed hungry. He's coming back. Make a cracking cheese sandwich, don't you?
I do make a good cheese sandwich, yeah.
An even better cheese and tomato one.
I do. Even though I don't eat cheese and tomato.
You're being watched.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just mending Winry's leggings and the holes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm just going to sew them together. And I know they look a bit grubby, but they're all right for the garden, aren't they? So I'm going to sew them together. And they have been washed. This is as good as they're getting. You should have seen them before. Yeah, so I'll sew them together. And then I thought I'd crochet a patch to go on them. So I got out this little, I call it my candy cane hook. I loved making the handle for that one, and I put this little snowman in the top. That's a 3, I think, yeah. And just a scrap of 4-ply yarn, and then I've come up with this little motif that's going to go on it. And then I'll have to make a bigger one to go over there, I think. I don't think they'll be able to be the same size. Mind you, I wouldn't want them the same size. I like things being asymmetrical, don't I? And you hate that.
I like straight lines together. And then you'll go over like that.
Put it at a squiffy angle. A jaunty angle.
Yeah, no,
that's the beak on your penguin at a jaunty angle. That's how it's described. So it's not just me that likes jaunty angles. Yeah, that's how I'm mending her leggings. I don't know whether I'll remember to film them once they're done, but you can imagine it, can't you? This, but a little bit bigger over there. I have finished Really Fat Cat. Arden has named him. What's his new name, Arden?
Domino.
Yeah. And so, yeah, he's done. He's lovely. His little feet. I really liked making him. He's nice to cuddle, isn't he, Arden?
Yeah, and nice to fly in the sky.
So I spoke to you last time that I was holding a variegated with the cream. Well, I did run out of the variegated, so I've held it with a brown, and then I did the same for his tail, and then I just went back and added the brown to the edges of the ears and made them a bit pointier, just to blend him in a bit more. Yeah, I think he's all right. Arden's very pleased with him. Hello. Isn't this yarn lovely? This is Pink Bear, this is Jemima, this is the Camel's Yarn, Gully Foreshore, and then this one is Turkish Delight. And I'm going to turn these into a Hexi cardi for myself. Everybody's getting ready for bed. Chris is just pouring out the kettle water. Let's do the washing up. If you can hear all that noise back there. Yeah, but I'm going to make myself a Hexi granny cardi. It's going to be 4-ply, so it's going to take me a long time, but I think it's going to be stunning. I didn't know what to use these for, but I feel like this is the right plan. I've just got to decide where to put the colours, you know. But yeah, I might have it like that. And then the pink goes into this one, and then this one goes into this one and back, you know. I think that'll be nice. That's what I'm working on. I've wound up all my yarn now and I've started it, but what I've actually decided to do, rather than just have these, is add these in as well. I don't think I shall use this pink one, and I'm not sure if I'll use this blue one. So if you imagine it without those two, I'll save them for something else. But yeah, I think I'm going to mix these in as well because they just make me feel happy when I look at them. So I'm going to add them in. So I've started with this pretty one. Yeah, I'm just making my hexagon, and then I'll make another middle, and then I'll start mixing them in. I think I'll do a round of this one, and then a round of one of these, and then a round of one of these, and keep dipping in and out. I think that's the plan. You might be able to hear the children. They have tablets now, and they've got some learning games that they're doing. They're on CBBS, playing the different learning games at the moment on their tablets. And we were hesitant about getting them because I'm very passionate about children doing normal things, playing outside and building up their skills. But they're a little bit older now, and they've already got a lot of skills behind them, and I can't avoid technology for them forever. It's actually part of my job to teach them about that sort of thing. So yeah, then that's part of their homeschooling, is obviously understanding the world, and a part of that is technology, and they can use the technology to increase their learning. So they do like some maths games on there, building games, spelling games. They're really good at the spelling games, which I know they're good at things like that, but it just shocked me how fast they're able to spell different words on the game, should I say. Isn't that lovely? Keep looking at that one. I love it when you got like little pops of colour in the yarn. On this one, as I was winding it up, and you see there's little pops of blue in there. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pleased, and I think this will be a nice cardie that I'll wear a lot. Isn't that such pretty yarn? I was asked on the last video if there's a pattern for the Hexi cardigans. There's loads of patterns, but I'm not working from a pattern because it's just 2 hexagons and then you fold them, and that creates the shape of the cardigan. So I don't need to work from a pattern as long as I know how to make a hexagon, which is exactly the same as making a granny square blanket, but you've got 2 extra corners. So it's such an easy way of making yourself a cardigan, and I think that's why I just want to keep doing it. And also with the Hexi cardies, because they're loose fitting, you can make them as oversized or fitted as you want. I just find that with my body shape changing, these are a consistent cardigan that I'll be able to wear, and I think I've turned away from knitting like specific sized patterns because yeah, I have large bust, and then my waist does go in, and so patterns don't really fit, and then it's a lot of work and a lot of faff and a lot of counting. Or I could make these hexagons and I use whatever yarn I want. I play with the yarn, and you just make sure that you increase 6 points, to keep the hexagon going. Oh, honestly, it's so easy that I can't recommend it enough. A lady in the church was telling me that she's making a granny square blanket, and I said to her, well, then you can make a cardigan. I said, because you could just do 2 hexagons. And she didn't really understand, and then she looked it up on her phone and she was just like, oh my goodness. I said, yeah, it's so easy. So if you haven't started, just make 2 hexagons and you're making yourself a cardigan. I'm going to make these to match, I think. I want both of them matching. But you could have a mix match. You can use up your scraps, all your sock yarn scraps. You could just make a sock yarn Hexi cardie. Oh, it is so easy to do. You just go round and round and round and round. I just love it. I want to make a million of them and nothing else at the moment. I have all of these yarns. I've tied them with ribbon, and I have all of these ready to make another Hexi cardie as well.
Wow, wrong.
Brody's got to tidy up, has he?
It's very messy.
She's playing a Dougie game. So this is the Squirrel and June colourway. There's the pink and the beautiful greens here, and this was the colourway that they dyed only for store 104. And I saw when we went in there in March, I think it was March, that I went for my birthday, didn't I? Yeah, there was still a skein in there of that. So if you would like that skein, then head down to store 104 and tell them that I sent you. No, you don't have to tell them I sent you. They don't know who I am. This one here is Blue Fern Yarns, and I picked this up from Stitches and Cream in Falmouth. It's Stitches and Cream, isn't it? Yeah. That lady, one of the lovely ladies that runs it, is on YouTube as well, and I like watching her from time to time as well. It's called Clifftop Views. It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I was immediately drawn to this one. This one was in there as well. And this is very me. Like, these two colours are very me. But when I think of me and Chris together, these are the sort of colours. There's lights and darks and earthy tones, and yeah, this is very me and Chris. That just makes me think of me and Chris and our adventures. I just absolutely love that. And then this one is a special one. What we got? Oh no, I'm undoing my... I've undone a bit of that. Whoops. This one is what Chris chose me for my Christmas present a couple of Christmases ago. Kaluna Heather, Coastal Creatives. Now, you can get the yarns from Coastal Creatives on Amazon, which is lovely. My mum's done me advent calendars before with their yarn, and it is beautiful yarn. So these are the two solids with it, and then there was this one, and it's just so perfect. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's definitely, can you see how Chris has chosen that because it's made him think of me, and this makes me think of me and him. Like, they're just so perfect together. These are the colours I will buy for myself, like all these pretty pastel colours and like all the ones in there. But when it's something with me and Chris, this whole bouquet of yarn is what makes me think of us. So I think that'll be wonderful. And we're coming up to, I think it's our 9th year married. We've been together a very long time, but 9 years married in this September. So it'd be nice if I can get it done for then, won't it? How special. Yeah, so they're all my lovely yarns. That was my Christmas present. Can you hear Adam's making bubbles on one of his games? I think it's funny listening to the noises. Yeah, but I have those already as well to make another cardie. Like I say, I just want to make lots of them right now. Oh, I'm going to make a Studio Ghibli one as well. That'll be another cardigan that I make for myself. But yeah, it's just so gorgeous. I have a Studio Ghibli Advent, but I'll get that out another day. I can't bother to get it out now, sorry. I'm a bit tired, a bit fatigued. But yeah, it's just making me happy seeing them all together.
Scrapes them away. I don't think there's any blacks out there. And that's how you get yummy gummy bears.
To everyone who said they enjoyed Winry's knitting last week, this is her first piece of knitting. This is where we started it together, and we knitted and knitted, and then she slowly got the hang of it and started doing it all by herself, and by the end she was just whizzing through. It used to get a few extra stitches and then I'd have to decrease them all back in, so it kind of wibble wobbles all the way up, but it's so beautiful. She left it on the chair next to me. It's all sorts of things. She thought she was going to turn it into a snake and have it as a toy, and then it was a rainbow road for Arden, and then it hung up on our mirror for a long time as a decoration in the room because I was so pleased with it. And then she wanted it back down, and it's rope, it's bridges, it's paths, it's all sorts of things. It's lovely. So I put it on. And now I'm not allowed to keep it. But it's nice, isn't it? So proud of her. She was 2 when she did this bit, and she finished this when she was 4.
My special girl.
Not in so many words. She said she had to find Pikachu's trainer fast.
Wait, where are you going?
I gotta find Dawn. I know the Pokemon Center is close by, right? So that means she's gotta be close by too. Come on, April, let's hit it.
Hey, Grandad, I brought you some flowers.
You've got great granddads and flowers, you have.
You put some in.
Hello.
Thank you.
Come here, Mopsy. Don't want
We'll
you
hold
to get
it.
squashed in the chair.
We'll hold it. Here we go.
Hey. Hiya. Hiya.
Bye.
Bye.
Look, Annie, look at Mummy's body.
Bye.
There we go.
Is that the best thing ever, Arden?
Oh dear.
Put your knees.
He said it depends. Oh, maybe he said it bends. I thought he went. I thought he said it's the best thing ever, and he went depends.
Down.